Not clear if Drake is in the home or was in the home last night, Natasha, or exactly where on the property the shooting took place, whether it was inside the home, on the front lawn, outside on the street, or where exactly it took place. A source has told CBC News the person that was a security guard, and that police were told that that person was unconscious and had received a gun wound to the
50 Cent just jumped headfirst into the Drake vs. Kendrick chaos and is not holding back. He fired off a serious warning at Kendrick, telling him to back down before things spiral into something deadly. Word is Kendrick allegedly sent a crew of hitmen to take Drake out right inside his own home. And now the feds are scrambling hard to dig up proof and possibly lock Kendrick away. But in the middle of all that heat, 50 slid in. And now this feud looks ready to explode even bigger. Some people are already saying this could turn into another Tupac and Biggie situation. That's how wild it's getting. And if you know Drake, then you know he's not about to let this slide without striking back. Kendrick just took the whole feud into a violent lane, and Drake looks more than ready to step right into it. But before diving into the heavy details, let me break down some context. Because this drama has been brewing in the background for well over a decade, things really got ugly when Kendrick fired shots at both Drake and J. Cole in that track like that. Drake wasted no time clapping back with push-ups and then dropping that wild AI-generated disc. Tailor-made freestyle. Not long after Tailor-made hit the streets, 50 Cent stepped in and basically told Kendrick and Drake to chill out, warning them both that he already sees where this feud is headed and it's not looking good for either of them. He dropped a snippet of the track and captioned it with some heavy words. Okay, in my professional expert opinion on this matter, leave this man alone. I've seen this movie before. It will not end well.
Is in the home or was in the home last night, Natasha, or exactly where on the property the took place, whether it was inside the home, on the front lawn, outside on the street, or where exactly it took place. A source has told CBC News the person that was a security guard, and that police were told that that person was unconscious and had received a wound to the upper chest. And again, that person was rushed to hospital.
50 didn't stop there, though. He closed out by calling Kendrick out directly, asking where his response was hiding, saying, "You disagree. Okay, then where your response at, boy? Don't go ghost now." But guess what? Kendrick did have something cooking, and he came swinging hard. Not long after, he dropped Euphoria, where he went straight at Drake, clowning him for getting a BBL and even hinting at wanting to take him out one day. That kind of threat should have been a big red flag that this beef was turning dangerous. But instead of worrying, most people were too hyped watching two grown men trade brutal shots to even stop and think about where this was headed. Kendrick kept the fire blazing when he dropped another diss track, 616 in LA, where he went at Drake for linking up with Peds. On top of that, Kendrick claimed Drake's own crew got infiltrated, saying he's got moles inside Drake's circle who've been leaking info on him for years, right behind his back. And believe me, that ain't even the wildest part, because Kendrick wasn't finished throwing bombs just yet. A lot of people quickly caught on that the title 616 carried some crazy hidden meaning. For starters, June 16th is Tupac's birthday, and we all know Drake's got a serious obsession with PAC. That same date also landed on Father's Day. Plus, it's the exact day the TV series Euphoria, which Drake executive produced, first dropped. And if that ain't wild enough, June 16th also lines up with another infamous date connected to O.J. O.J. Simpson's infamous case got dragged into the mix too. The cover art showed a pair of black gloves, the same kind O.J. was accused of wearing during the tragedy with Nicole. Kendrick was sliding in some dark symbolism, basically hinting that he wanted Drake gone the same way. But the crazy part, most people were too entertained by the beef to even catch on to the clues he was dropping. And right when things were heating up again, 50 jumped back into the feud once more. This time 50 actually gave Kendrick props for his bars on 616 in LA, but he still made it clear where he stood. Team Drake. He even hinted that Drake had something bigger in the chamber, saying he heard a hotter track was on the way. 50 posted the cover art for 616 in LA on his IG with the caption, "Oh, is that lit?" Kendrick went in again, but I heard Drake got some heat waiting. And he wasn't capping. Right after 616 in LA dropped, Drake came back swinging with Family Matters. And just like the title hinted, Drake went straight for Kendrick's family in Family Matters. He accused Kendrick of being a deadbeat dad and even claimed he was getting rough with his fiancée Whitney. On top of that, Drake threw out accusations that Whitney was messing around with Kendrick's close friend and manager Dave Free. The rumors went wild when folks noticed Whitney had unfollowed Kendrick on IG, but she was still following Dave, which only added more fuel to the fire. Whitney even got caught liking a comment Drake left under one of her IG posts with her son, which only made the drama louder. And of course, 50 rushed in to back Drake once again, but this time he took it up a notch. He hinted the feud could turn violent, saying Drake was ready to take out anybody who kept speaking on his name. 50's exact words were, "I told you ninjas, leave him alone." And fans couldn't believe how far this was going. Now he's spinning on y'all. Everybody must die. That was the energy Drake came with, and it sent Kendrick into full attack mode. Just 37 minutes after Family Matters dropped, Kendrick clapped back with Meet the Grams. In it, he unloaded a storm of accusations against Drake, even calling him out as a danger to his own family while addressing Drake's parents and his son Adonis, painting Drake as a monster behind the scenes. But Kendrick didn't stop there. He went further, claiming Drake had another secret child tucked away, and even alleged that Drake was paying his crew thousands to bring women around for him night after night. Fans were still reeling from Meet the Grams when Kendrick hit back-to-back with another nuke, Not Like Us. And this time, he completely demolished Drake's reputation in front of the whole world. The cover art for Kendrick's track showed Drake's house plastered with multiple offender alerts, a straight-up shot at his image. This time, Kendrick didn't just accuse Drake of hanging around shady people. He outright claimed Drake was one himself. In the song, Kendrick rapped lines like, "Drake, I hear you like him young. Hide your little sister from him." And Barker got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy. Certified problem file. He even taunted Drake with, "Why you trolling like a bee? Ain't you tired trying to strike a chord and it's probably a minor?" For anyone unfamiliar, Barker is one of the controversial names signed under Drake's label. Back in 2014, he was arrested and hit with multiple charges tied to human trafficking, and Kendrick used that history to add even more weight to his attack. At this point, the feud was starting to backfire heavy on Drake, so he tried to shut it all down with what he called his final discs, The Heart Part 6. In the track, Drake fired back at the accusations, rapping, "I've never been with anyone underage, but now I get why this is the angle you mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was messing with young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for this issue. Who just suggested?" But that's not the lesson. Drake also flipped the script by claiming that all the so-called insider info Kendrick was getting from people inside OVO was actually planted on purpose. A mind game meant to throw Kendrick completely off track. Drake rapped, "We plotted for a week and we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old. I bet he takes it." But right after those chilling lines, it looked like 50 Cent's warning about this feud possibly turning deadly wasn't just talk. It became reality. Reports broke that a crew of hitmen pulled up on Drake's mansion and lit the place up. Drake himself came out unharmed, but one of his security guards wasn't so lucky. He was struck and is now in critical condition. At the moment, it's not even clear if Drake was inside the house when it all went down. But word is his team is now working directly with the feds, handing over every piece of info they've got to help track down the people behind this attack. But it didn't end there. Just hours after the failed hit on Drake's life, police were called back to his mansion when a strange man tried breaking in. According to Page 6, the intruder claimed he was there to see Drake. But when security confronted him, things got physical, and that's when cops rushed in and made the arrest. At this point, the feud was spiraling completely out of control. And the fear is real that if it doesn't cool down soon, somebody could end up losing their life. Still, fans everywhere kept chiming in with their own wild takes on the situation. One fan put it bluntly, "I feel like Kendrick got way too emotional and tried to kill this man while Drake just rapping right now. That last record Drake dropped, he was rapping his tail off." Another person chimed in, "Kendrick got so mad he couldn't out-rap Drake that he tried to kill him. Drake the GOAT man. But now it's your turn. What do you think? Do you believe Kendrick really sent people after Drake? And do you think he had anything to do with the shots fired at Drake's house? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see where you'll stand on this madness. And don't forget, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next messy video I got coming your